Come along, come along. Henry loves pulling the flying kipper. Every night he arrives at the harbor, where loads of fish are unloaded into his trucks. He's pulled the kipper for many, many years, but one day that all changed. Henry was resting in the sheds when Sir Topham Hatt came up to him. "Henry, I'm pleased to announce that another engine is being recruited to help you pull the flying kipper." "Oh, who is it, sir?" "Arthur will be helping out from time to time pulling the kipper." "That sounds great. When does he start?" "He officially starts tomorrow night, but he'll need some tips first. I'd like you to show him how to pull the kipper tonight when you pull it." "I'd be happy to, sir." That night, Henry arrived at the harbor ready for Arthur, and soon enough, he arrived. "Ah, hello, Arthur." "Hello, Henry. Long time no see, huh? Here to show me what to do?" "Indeed. Now, the kipper is quite a special job, and it shouldn't be taken lightly." "I see. Any tips you've got for me?" "You should handle the vans with care, as the fish stored in them is quite delicate. Now, I best be off. There's not much else to say about the kipper. It's fairly straightforward." That's fine. Thanks for the tip." "You're welcome." The next night was Arthur's turn, and he was quite nervous. "You got this." "Good luck with the kipper. Mind you keep on the rails." "Thanks." Henry rested in the sheds that night, confident that Arthur would make good time and be careful with the delivery. The next day, Henry awoke to find Sir Topham Hatt standing in front of him. "Good morning, Henry." "Good morning, sir. How did Arthur do last night?" "Splendid. In fact, he pulled it so well that I think he might be a good permanent replacement." Now, of course, Sir Topham Hatt was only teasing, but Henry was worried. The kipper was his favorite job, and he didn't want it to be taken from him. So that night, Henry came to Arthur at the harbor before he left with the kipper. "Ah, hello again, Henry." "Hello, Arthur. I was just wondering, has anyone complimented you on the kipper?" "Well, Sir Topham Hatt has. Told me I'd make a good permanent replacement for you." "Of course, I never intend to replace you." Yes, of course." "Well, I've got to go. Sorry we can't chat more." "I hope Henry doesn't mind my help. He seemed a bit on edge. I'd hate to cause conflict." However, as time went on, and more people praised Arthur for his work on the kipper, he soon had mixed feelings about replacing Henry. "Well, maybe I could replace Henry, but I don't want to take his favorite job away." The next night, it was quite foggy out. Henry was scheduled to take the flying kipper, but Arthur stopped him at the harbor. Henry, maybe I could pull the kipper tonight." "Why do you ask?" Well, you just look like you've been worked off your wheels and could use a rest. I suppose you could take it tonight just this once." So Henry uncoupled from the train, and Arthur ran around to the front. Then he pulled out of the harbor. Silly Henry. Now if I can keep this up, maybe I can be Henry's permanent replacement. Arthur was so busy gloating to himself that he didn't notice the warning sign telling all oncoming trains to slow down. By the time Arthur realized his mistake, it was too late. Plop. Oh. Henry was just beginning to rest when he heard the news. "Arthur has come off the line. We need an engine to come rescue him, and you're the only one available." When Henry found Arthur in the pond, he couldn't help but laugh. You know, usually when you take the kipper, you're actually supposed to deliver the fish, not throw them back to the water. But Arthur was upset. "Arthur, is something wrong?" "I'm sorry, Henry. I only took the kipper tonight because I thought I really could replace you. I didn't want to take away your favorite job, but the praise of all the people got the better of me." "Arthur, you have nothing to be sorry for. I understand that the praise can sometimes really get to your smoke box. I'll admit, I was a little worried that you would really replace me, but I now realize that Sir Topham Hatt would never do that. Here, let me help you." Soon enough, Arthur was hoisted back onto the rails again. Arthur and Henry now help each other out when taking the kipper, and they knew nothing would ever come between them. Well, except maybe a few fish trucks.